Hi guys, welcome back to episode 4, season 4 of just all the fours of The Expanse. Before I start, I just want to point out that something that's pretty obvious that I noticed when I was editing episode 1, and then I meant to mention it in episode 2, and then I meant to mention it in episode 3. It's just a small little thing, but when they're on Illis, the cinematography is letterboxed, and when they're anywhere else, it's like full screen. So it's an interesting choice that they've chosen to film that place slightly differently to how they film the rest of the show. Now, I'm not quite sure. Maybe they do this every season with different locations, and I just forgotten or haven't noticed it. Or maybe there is a difference between even Earth and Mars and the Belt. Maybe there's slight color differences or just something else I'm not noticing. But definitely it's very noticeable for when they're on that planet. It's just like that. So I just thought I'd mention it because, I haven't mentioned it. So, it's not even that interesting. It's just kind of, a neat little thing. So last episode we had, I said we were going to have a consequences episode, and we had super consequences. Murtry's killing of that Belter guy. It was instantly addressed. Everybody gathered around. Everybody was like, we're going to get this guy. What's going on here? And he was just, he was not fazed at all. He took out his gun. He was, ready to defend himself, but he wasn't panicked. He wasn't making excuses. And ever since that episode where he was just going around angry, he's just been so calm and so cool and creepy as heck, really bad. But yeah, then the lightning stuff happened. So there was, other things to worry about. But I still felt like, maybe in all that commotion, maybe one of the Belters would have taken their shot at that guy. Because in the end, he was spying on the Belters' plan, and I'll call them the Settlers. I don't want to call them the Belters anymore. I'll call them the Settlers. Their plan to, kill him. And he just ambushed them, throws some smoke grenades into their little camp and then shoot them when they come out. So yeah, this place has gone to hell. And, Holden was told not to put his dick in the situation, but maybe he's going to have to get his dick into the situation because it's escalating, and somehow I don't think this has ended it, the authority of the Inners. If you stand up against us, we'll just shoot you. It's that sort of oppression isn't going to last for too much longer. And our crew deep in the middle of it. Naomi left the ship to help out when the lightning stuff happened and the power went down and all that. She was like, well, I've got expertise. I can help out. She went to the camp, and she was visibly, in every scene that we saw her in, she was, you could feel it was taking its toll. And then eventually when she confronted Murtry, she just, she got angry, her heart rate went up, and boom, she was gone. So I thought it would take a few episodes for that to, for her to overexert herself and for it to be an issue. But it happened in this one. And I don't know if she's going to keep taking the drugs or, I don't know. She should be very careful because she literally could die if she's not careful. So maybe she can get a heart transplant. Maybe she can get Murtry's heart, Just stick it in her somehow. It's the future. I don't know if that's possible. And he's a fast healer. We know that. So maybe his heart is super strong too. And, you know, the thing is, would we even notice if he was missing a heart? Would his character change that much? His conversation with Amos in the last episode was really funny, even though there were no humorous lines or moments in that conversation. Amos was like, I know who you are. You're a killer. You like it. And Murtry's like, you and me are gonna get into it someday. And Amos is like, well, you know, I'm not doing anything now. Why not? Let's do it. I love his character. It's perfect. And even when he was having, you know, the argument with his new girlfriend, he was like, is that it? We're not gonna, you know, do the horizontal jiggy. And she's like, no, that's still fine. He's like, okay, cool. So their story is his character is the only light in that whole planet at the moment. Holden and Alex blew up the terraforming alien artifact. So it's kind of temporarily dormant. I think it'll take more than a single missile to stop whatever they set in motion. And I expect to see Miller in this episode coming back. Although part of me expected him to appear once the missile idea was... Once Holden came up with the missile idea, I expected Miller to be like, hey, you don't do that, buddy, don't... it'll be fine, just let it go where it's going. If it needs to destroy the settlement, well, why did they build it there? They put it in the line of the lightning strike, so now they're putting it in the line of the thing. They get what they get. Christian's having problems with Nancy. They're going to have some sort of political mudslinging. And I wonder what Nancy's move will be after the leak comes out. Maybe she'll up her game. Maybe she'll unearth something about Christian that she's been hiding. Like there's tons of skeletons in her closet for sure. So we'll see that. Maybe Bobbie will come in and work for her, for Christian. Or maybe Bobbie will go off with this new guy. I'm glad that whole gooey orange story wrapped up quickly in one episode, and that there isn't going to be an ongoing, we're threatening David and we're kidnapping him and you have to do this now, and now you have to go and kill this person, and now you have to destroy this entire settlement, and now we want you to nuke a planet from orbit, and now we want you to end all life in the universe. Just escalation all the time. So it seems to be, her options are open. She can do what she wants. So once again, I've rambled on for an amazing amount of time. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Just chatty pants. That's what they call me. Chatty, even though I don't wear pants. I mean, I do wear pants. Let's get into episode 4.
I'll take you to the Rosie. You'll be safe there. But we're leaving.
She's safe when she's with Naomi.
Amos.
They're taking no prisoners.
Get him.
Good diversion. Very good. I thought it was just some random dude, but makes sense now. But Amos took a risk there. He could have got... he takes risks.
We sure it's dead? Not seeing any movement.
Yeah, but you didn't see any movement when he landed, so...
Inert. I'll settle for inert.
Who is Miller?
Well, unfortunately, that's on a need-to-know basis, Tom.
It's like Siri. That's what he calls Siri. Miller.
Meet us at the Rosie.
Captain Holden, this is not a good time.
What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Bringing terrorists to justice. If they murdered yours, you'd be doing the same.
If you hurt Naomi, you are a dead man.
I have no quarrel with your girl, and I have no intention of harming her, but she's helping a criminal.
Let's go.
Few moments out of your busiest schedule, pick up a goddamn cum and tell me precisely what the fuck is going on down there.
This is why people like her, right? This is why she will be elected. She just has to be honest and down to earth. Can we use that phrase in this universe? Down to earth? Now, Bobbie, what are you going to do?
Sir, it's my duty to report a crime. Get
Is
an
she going to say
answer
she did
hours,
it?
they take what they want.
Is she going to be honest?
I was in on it.
She's too honest
really
for her
have a
own good.
choice.
Is he in on it?
You could make it happen again, right?
Oh, uh-oh. He wants in. He wants a cut.
I quit.
Hey, come on. This is a great opportunity for both of us.
Careful, good dude. I'd go with Christian at this point. Anything to get away from everybody shady that she meets. And where's that guy from? Where's the stalker guy?
Marco Naros.
That was faster. I thought this dude.
How did you find him?
I thought this dude was hot shit. They say he's charming or charismatic. So
We still have a lot to talk.
he's gonna try and turn these guys or something.
I'll give you double to let me go.
I'm a friend of Naomi Nagata. There's only one way of getting out of here.
Airlock. He's gonna have to work to win her over.
If your boss is going after my people, you do not want to be between us.
He's loyalty to your crew. I get it. But Murtry pulled me out of the mud once, and I'll never be done paying him back for that.
Hey, Chandra. Murtry wants to see you. Why don't you sit the fuck down?
Dude, even though you have a gun and he's tied up, I don't give you much chance.
Fugitives? Who? Why would...
It's not your concern, Doctor. Now, are you going to assist me, or would you rather become the new focus of my anger?
Sorry, Chief. Can't help you. We're heading behind the planet. Signal blackouts imminent. We'll talk to you again in 11 hours, 43 minutes, and 19 seconds.
Start it!
Clever.
This camp
Okay,
is now
that guy
lockdown.
going up on my list. I don't know his name, but he's better than the guy with the gun pointed at Amos. That's for sure.
Come on. We're not far now.
This can't be good for Naomi. Her heart is gonna explode.
We did this. We did what he said.
Wait, what?
I did this.
It was her? That just complicates things.
Of course, I was disappointed when I heard the news about Nancy Gao. I had always found her life story to be so inspiring.
I wonder how that controversy is going to get flipped.
I better not be who's paying. I've been out of
I
work.
keep watching the numbers to see.
Does this place feel different?
65% at the moment for her, so.
You get 2 more?
Make him tequilas.
You what? Tequilas. They're gonna hook up. It's the magic word. It's like bullets, you know? It's the universal symbol for let's hook up.
We'll be back for Amos as soon as we can. Just keep your head down and don't get hurt. Don't open the cargo bay doors until you hear us above. We'll be there soon.
So will we. Okay. Let's go. You sure you're ready? I'm fine.
She's gonna be close to death at the end of this trek. Oh. Murtry himself. Can we get rid of this guy?
My people will not let this go unanswered. You kill me, they will retaliate on cities, on Tycho. Maybe even your precious Medina station will burn.
They're closing in on us. Match burn, maintain separation.
Yes, Captain.
Our ways don't work anymore. The ring has changed everything.
All these new systems, they don't belong to Inyaloda. They belong to who can take them.
Meaning us.
Meaning us.
We don't have the ships, we don't have the weapons.
Don't be so sure about that.
Who?
Mars is no longer the Mars that we used to fight.
What does Mars have to do with it?
Your people. They're a long time reporting back to you. We can continue this conversation later. When I'm back on my ship.
Is he just trying to get information from him, or what? Yeah,
Give me a tighter pin to our friend.
He was like, signal, signal, signal.
He didn't bite.
It was worth a try.
Yeah. It was a ploy.
We were never going to turn you over to the Innos.
It's good. He gets to stick around. He's compelling character. So to just get rid of him after 20 minutes?
Where have you been?
No
Did
point.
you know that?
Whoa, Bobbie. Looks like you've been getting after it. What's the occasion?
Not now.
Lost my job, kid.
Because of you.
Police action. Remain in place until you receive further instructions.
She's been flagged.
Draper, you're on arrest for grand larceny and conspiracy to commit. We have a sworn statement from your salvage yard foreman as well as confirmation of the missing materials. Let's go.
Her body's not responding to the gravity drugs. She's been trying to tough it out, but...
He's like, you didn't tell me this? Why didn't you tell me this before?
Sorry, Jim. She made me promise not to tell you.
Naomi Nagata! I give you my word he won't be harmed.
Kill him.
This has nothing to do with you.
I can't risk my family over what I did. Oh.
She's gonna sacrifice herself. Woo! It's a handy thing to have. She's definitely staying on the ship after this. Hey, dude.
But it was hardly stealing.
Are they gonna space him?
So long as it's not just one of you spacing me, it's justice, okay?
You killed the Sojourner. Dos Arigas found you with the cargo.
Not long ago, that would have been called a victory. Black Sky killed the Urta governor on Titan. Why is that one not down here with me?
That was before.
Ah, yes. Before the ring. The belt has always been rich, and our wealth has always been taken from us, and now we are helping them.
I've heard enough.
Let the dead man have his say.
He will talk us all to death if we let him.
Kick him out, I say.
Is he gonna talk himself out of this?
We made an agreement with the Innos to keep Medina.
After all their broken promises, what makes you think that they will honor them now? Their hearts haven't changed. I could forfeit the cargo that hasn't sold.
Who?
But the money I earned, I will give over. And then I will sit quietly on my hands like a good little boy.
Money.
Well, I speak for Anderson Dawes and City Station, and I say death.
Life.
Oh.
Sky accepts Senato's forfeit.
Not unanimous.
Golden Bell also says life.
Whoop. 2-1 so far.
Kubileya say.
Death. It's 2-2. No. Guess who has the deciding vote?
I speak for Fred Johnson and Tycho Station. We accept Denaro's offer. He lives.
He wasn't expecting that. He wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. Now, is this genuine from her, or is it another play?
Marco's words swayed you.
Did they?
They did not.
No.
They swayed the others. If we handed out a death sentence against their votes, we would have been asking for a civil war. I did what had to be done.
I thought they'd keep him around for a bit. Now, back to the unfortunate adventures of Bobbie. Somebody get her out of this place. I mean Mars in general.
I take it you had no one else to call.
Your offer.
Really?
Does it still stand?
This guy?
The position would have to be full-time then.
I'm in.
She's too good to be bad, as she's proven every episode so far.
I don't know about interstellar space.
On the other hand,
become complicit in murder.
She's been punished for being good in every episode.
And then another one shows up somewhere else.
That sounds like more machines.
And from the looks of these readings, a lot more.
That's what I said.
Dr. Sarkis, I think you should look at this.
His name is Sarkis. I'll probably just remember it. Circus.
Those islands.
Boss, just letting you know I'm prepping for dust off now. We really got to get Naomi back up the well ASAP.
Understood.
Gravity well.
I just wanted to have the choice.
I don't care where we are. Just that we're together. On your own. Just take care of Naomi.
He's gone after Murtry. He indirectly or directly hurt Naomi. He's not going to stand for that. Take the gun. Showdown time. It's high noon. Pistols at dawn. Let's do it.
This had nothing to do with Naomi.
She was aiding and abetting a terrorist.
He's going to punch him.
Just kill him.
This ends now. You're not in charge anymore.
He's lucky that he went for the punch. But if he pushes it, he's going to go for the gun. Unfortunately, it means Murtry stays around. But episode's over. But he's a good antagonist. As much as I hate to see him. He's effective. Unfortunately, he has no redeeming qualities. He hasn't... Sure, his ship was blown up and he lost 23 crew members. Friends. Say they were all friends. Just pretend that he actually has friends. So that might make him, relatable and gonna side with this guy. He just wants justice. But unfortunately, he doesn't have that sort of natural, likable, rooting for that underdog sort of character that you might think, kind of see where he's coming from. You just want him dead. I think it's because he insults and is so gruff with literally everybody, even the people he works with. There's no soft moments with him. There's no, he didn't comfort anybody. I don't think he's had one interaction where he seemed like a decent guy. So I think that's one of the only slight alterations I might make to the show. I'd give him some sort of redeeming quality just to flesh him out, make him humanize him a little bit. And maybe they will before they kill him. Or maybe he'll survive. Maybe he'll become the hero of all of humankind. There will be this massive threat, and this guy, Murtry, will be the hero we've all been waiting for. The only one willing to step up and do what needs to be done. While everybody else has a heart and does the decent thing. This guy, he's just gonna tackle the problem. So Naomi is officially off planet. She's no seeing the sky with diamonds. Her storyline was sort of like a drug thing, but she's going to be in orbit. She's going to recover. I don't know how she's going to mesh. She'll be with circus guy. See, I've already forgotten his actual name. I was like, how will I remember his name? It sounds like circus. So now it's circus guy, because it doesn't relate back to his actual name. So they'll have interactions. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if she's going to his ship. I don't know what's going on. Earth's storyline didn't progress. Nancy stuff came out in the news. Christian's up 65% to 35 at the moment. But something's going to backfire. It'll turn out that Christian indirectly was involved in whatever the thing that Nancy was, something like that. Or maybe it'll come out that Christian killed a bunch of people. Or, all that stuff in the first 3 seasons I've forgotten. The skeletons in her closet. Because we know that she can't have a spotless career. She's a politician and she's savvy and she's not afraid to get her hands dirty, so her hands are dirty in some way that we don't know about. And the reason I know there's something else gonna happen there is why even bother having the Nancy storyline without there being some payoff later, you know, some sort of, you know what I'm saying. And it turned out that nurse woman, the one that Alex was flirting with the husband and the kid, she was involved in the event that caused the ship to be destroyed. But she didn't mean to kill a bunch of people. She didn't think it would go down that way. Something. I'm not exactly sure how that happened. But she was responsible. So, and she was willing to let herself be killed for it. But now she's up in orbit too. No Miller again in this episode. No mission, no case to work on. Bobbie is teaming up with the guy, and I can see her taking down that organization from the inside or something. I mean, I've no problems with, like, what they're doing isn't terrible. It's not like they're killing a bunch of people. I mean, that one guy did die in that other episode because of their operation. But, you know, it's not a mass murdery sort of organization. So they have seemingly noble goals, even though that guy is just in it for the money. So it's not totally bad, but I can still see her being the double agent or the... But it just hasn't worked out for her. Every time she owns up to something or turns herself in or goes to the police or anything, she just gets screwed over. So she's having a terrible season so far, and not even getting drunk with her boyfriend. That guy still serves no purpose except for somebody for her to drink with. So I'll be keeping an eye on him as well. And there's also the Belters storyline in Belterland in space. And they captured the guy, and he talked his way out of it. He convinced 2 of the 5 people to let him live. And she only went along with it because she didn't want to stir up trouble with them. She read the room and she said, look, if I say he dies, these 2 are going to be riled up. They'll cause a lot of crap in the future. Better to play the long game or maybe, you know, just to ease their minds. Let him walk free, and then let himself dig his own hole later when he goes against his word. And, you know, then the others will go, oh, this guy is just, you know, we can't trust him. So that's her general plan. I kind of get it. But the moment she was like, burp, everybody was like, huh? What? How did that happen? Because up until that moment, she was down all the way. So yeah, that was episode 4. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you next week. Nope, I won't. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 5. Yeah. See ya.